Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton, and this is my channel. Now, I have a story time for you today that I want to tell you about. All this happened in one day, right? And I knew I was gonna have a long day anyway, so I headed out to work, so I can catch the bus. And one of the guys stopped me, and y'all know I talked about him before. Uh, I called him the van guy because he drives this gray van and he weighs about 500 pounds. Uh, anyway, he lives in my complex. So, anyway, I'm going to just call him Mr. C. And C is a initial for his first name. So, call him Mr. C. Now, I'm on my way to work. I'm trying to make sure I catch the bus. He's up here. He always try to call me. He don't. He wants to gossip. So he calls me over there. I had a little extra time. I went over there to see what he had to talk. First, he was gossiping about what's happening in the the building. And I tell you what, it was messed up because then he found out I work at a supermarket type place. So he goes, "Oh, you on your way to work?" I'm like, "Yeah, walking up to the bus." Oh, hey, I'll take you up there because, I said, no, I'm not trying to go in early. I said, when I show up, they always want to put me in to work early, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I said, I'm good. It's not raining. Weather's not bad. It's beautiful up here in Pittsburgh. Oh, okay, okay. He goes, because I could take you up there, but see, I got they there's like 5 cans of spray, bug spray that I need to get, and I wanted you to get it for me, and I'll drive you up there, and you go in there and you shop for me and bring it out. And I'm like, no, no, you know. And I can't stand people who don't want to take no for an answer. Okay, that shows major disrespect. Okay, when you say no and they keep trying, that's major disrespect. That's saying that you are beneath them and they really don't care what you're saying. So he keeps on, right? So, he drops it and then he goes, well, he looks at his watch and he starts calculating. He says, when you supposed to be at work? And I was like, well, I'm going to be at work about. He goes, so you're going to be at work about a certain time. And he's calculating, right? He's calculating how much time he could use me for, if I say yes, for him to take me up to the bus stop. So he's calculating, and I had other people do that too. Okay, and that's the most disrespectful, annoying thing in the world. I've had friends literally calculate how much unemployment that they thought I was getting, and I had to correct them. Okay, I've had family members literally calculate to see how much money they thought I was making at a job. Okay, people needs to really focus on their own business and stop worrying about other people's. You know, I don't want nobody calculating anything about me unless I ask them to. Okay, so he's calculating, and he tells me, "Well, you got this much time and that much time," and he goes, "I got an idea. I'll take you up to the bus stop, but since you got this much time and that much time," he goes, "Why don't you?" I can't make this up. Why don't you jump in, pump my gas for me, okay? And then I'll take you to the store and you can buy a couple things for me. And then I'll take you to the bus stop. I'm like, no, man. I said, I'm good. I'm walking. I said, and when I'm walking, that's like my quiet time, debriefing time. So I don't like it being interrupted. And then I just kind of got a little rude with him. And I told him, I said, and that's why I always head out early, just in case someone tries to talk to me, okay, or gossip, you know, and which would throw off my time schedule, like what's going on right now. And he kind of looks at me. I said, so no, thank you. I said, but you have a good day. And he always tries to hide behind religion, okay, preferably Christianity, okay. And he's a groomer, and he tries to groom people so he can use them, and he tries to groom them in the worst way, if you know what I'm saying. But he thinks he's smarter than everyone else, and that you don't know what he's doing. So that was the beginning of my day. Okay, I headed to work. Then I'm almost at the bus stop, right? Lo and behold, there's two cars. They're arguing with each other. The woman gets out of the car, leaves her car door open, goes back to the other car, and they're going back at it. Okay? And this is going on for about 10 minutes. And they're in a turning lane, so other cars are honking at them because they have to drive all the way to one lane, get around them just so they can get back into the proper lane. And I'm just like, okay, this is going to be a high energy day, right? It was high energy day at work. But when I got off of work, I went over to a service station called Sheets, okay? And as I'm walking up there, just as I'm walking up there, this brother walks out and he goes, have you seen that car? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, it was right here. I was like, no. He goes, they stole my car. They stole my car. And he had walked into the service station, this full service station that, makes food and everything else. He had walked in there because the line was, with only one person in line. So he just thought he would run in there and get some cigarettes. All right. So he took his money, left his car running. Left his keys in his car, his cell phone, his wallet, everything. Two young thugs, two young Afro American thugs, jump in his car and take off. I'll tell you more later. Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton, and this is part two of my story time. Sorry, I got cut off. But basically, what had happened is just as I walked up, okay, to the store, it was a Sheetz, Sheetz, I believe it's spelled. And just as I walked up to the store, and I'm getting ready to go sit down outside, and just as I get ready to uh, uh, walk to sit down, a guy walks out the door and he goes, "Hey, uh, did you see my car? Did you see that car?" And he was just highly upset. I could tell he wasn't playing or faking. And the people that were sitting on both sides of the car, they were shocked because they thought that those two little young Afro American thugs that stole the car, they thought that that was their car, the way they got into it and took off. And the guy had left everything, his smartphone, wallet, keys, everything in the car when they stole it. And it wasn't even that late at night. One of the guys I talked to said that they had to be watching him or something. And the guy that got his car stolen, was planning on just running in real quick because it wasn't a line and getting some cigarettes and go back out to his car. And When he went in and got his cigarettes, came out, it was just that quick. They had taken his car. And you could tell that they were planning on him not being able to call the police because they had a smartphone. So I called the police for him so that they could, because time is of the essence, you see. So they can go ahead and get the description of the car, what the guys may look like by the people that witnessed it, as well as, the tag plates and all that stuff. And they can go ahead and start looking for it immediately once they got the description. So it was crazy. The whole thing was crazy. Police came, got there real quick, took care of business, got the description, and set out. It was just all wild. All this happened in one day. All right, y'all. That is my story time. One crazy wild day. All right, and I guess I'll rap to y'all later. Peace.